What's up, guys? How are we doing? It's time for another Friday recap with Jake and Ash. Wait, what? It's Obi. Ashley's traveling this week, so you're stuck with me, but we brought in Obi to come and play color analysis as I do the play-by-play. We're talking about week 2 and all the craziness that went down on our March Madness bracket challenge. It was wild. No, let's start in the princess region. Honestly, not a ton of surprises here. Beauty and the Beast continues to do its thing. But interestingly enough, Beauty and the Beast took down Frozen by a pretty wide margin, 71% of the vote. But Moana actually had 72% in taking down Mulan. So that's making out to be a really, really crazy matchup for this week, Beauty and the Beast versus Moana. Who are you taking, bud? We don't know. I think that one's going to be close and that one's going to be wild. Tangled continues to do its thing. Took down Little Mermaid. Again, it wasn't that close. 61% to 39%. Yawns. And then the Cinderella story is over for Cinderella. No shock, though. I mean, Aladdin took it out. So this is going to be a heavy-hitting region coming up at the start of the week already. Beauty and the Beast versus Moana. Tangled versus Aladdin for a trip to the Elite Eight. Gonna get wild. Jumping down to the hero region, we had the number 1 seed Big Hero 6 out. Done. It's gone. Oh, be sad. Because Encanto continues to roll. I mean, this one, it barely made it past Peter Pan, but this round, 60% of the vote went to Encanto. Don't sleep on Encanto. People love Encanto. We don't talk about Bruno, but we talk about Encanto on this show. So Encanto, the number 9 seed, going up against Big Hero 6. We've lost Obi. I don't know. It's going to be crazy. Now, Hercules took out Emperor's New Groove. 66% of the vote. Wasn't overly close. But this will be interesting. Encanto versus Hercules. You got the new classic versus an old classic that I think people love a lot. I don't know. Encanto might continue to roll, honestly. It wouldn't shock me. The matchup of the week, though. Now Obi's back, because this was exciting. We're talking about Lilo and Stitch versus a Goofy movie. Lilo and Stitch jumps out to a big lead up front, but a Goofy movie just continues to hang throughout the day. And it's kind of in the background. It's not like getting blown out, but it's not like super competitive until like right before bed when it starts getting closer. Then overnight, a Goofy movie catches up. And we're watching this like within an hour, there's only like 3 to 5 votes difference up until like the last 15 minutes. A Goofy movie's down by 1. Then within 5 minutes, it's tied. And again, votes are going back and forth. But I kid you not, we're watching in real time within 1 minute, like within seconds, a Goofy movie gets a vote at the end and wins by 1 vote. This is what we do it for. This is madness. This is what we love. A Goofy movie's moving on. And you guys, I talked about this in my story earlier this week. But if a Goofy movie continues to win, I feel like the costumes got to come back. So I'm saying, if a Goofy movie goes to the Final Four, I will do something special. Like the costumes coming out. I don't know if I need to do like the eye-to-eye dance somewhere in a public place. Maybe go through a drive-thru wearing it. I don't know. Really, that's all Obi cares about. That's what he's here for. He's done. But a Goofy movie. It's going to have a tough test this week against Tarzan. But I don't know. Encanto and a Goofy movie are doing things in the hero region. So we will see. We'll see what the people say. Now let's go over to the animal region where Lion King continues to just steamroll everybody. Once again, 90% of the vote over Bambi. I don't know that it was a really big surprise, but a Lion King is continuing to dominate. This week, it will face Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh took out Robin Hood, and Robin Hood was like one of my favorite movies growing up, so I was kind of sad. I don't know that any Winnie the Pooh movie is really that great, but people love the character of Winnie the Pooh. So I'm not shocked. I did love Robin Hood though, so bummer deal. But Lion King versus Winnie the Pooh, I think we know Winnie the Pooh's going home. The one that kind of surprised me a little bit was Lady and the Tramp versus Jungle Book. I really thought that after Lady and the Tramp took down Aristocats, that maybe like the spaghetti moment would carry it through. But Jungle Book kind of dominated, 61% of the vote. Lady and the Tramp's out. And 61% was the same percentage that Zootopia got versus 101 Dalmatians. So I think everyone expected Zootopia and Lion King on a crash course in the Elite Eight, but I don't know. Jungle Book versus Zootopia has my interest peaked. It will be very interesting to see where that one goes. Let's talk about Cars. The 16 seed that took down number 1 WALL-E met its match this week in Monsters, Inc. Monsters, Inc. is through, you guys. It took down Cars. So for everyone who was hoping for this magical run of the 16 seed, I'm sorry, it's over. And then it's going to face the winner of Toy Story 2 and Up. I really thought that Up is a no-brainer. Like, that's just going to win. And honestly, it could come out of the Pixar region completely. But Toy Story 2 was actually ahead when the voting started for most of the morning. So in the end, 59% went with Up. Up will face Monsters, Inc., but that was a scary moment for me, thinking that maybe Toy Story 2 might actually beat an upset Up. But speaking of the Toy Story universe, the OG, Toy Story takes down Finding Nemo. I don't know that anybody stops Toy Story, to be honest. That one is going to be tough to beat. And this week, it's against Ratatouille. Ratatouille, people, that took down Coco by 3 votes. 3 votes! It was really close. And I guess I underestimated how much people love A Rat in the Kitchen. But that's it. Monsters, Inc. versus Up, Toy Story versus Ratatouille. I really think it's going to be Toy Story and Up in the Elite Eight, but we'll see what the people say. Now, let's go to the leaderboard because we have had some shakeups in the top 10 this week. Number 1, McKay Allen, 54 points. Really good. Disney Dad of 1, who was ahead last week, right behind him with 52, tied with Amanda. Life Could Be a Theme. Kind of came out of nowhere, and now she's in second place, which is amazing. Tied for 4th, we've got Hallmarkist Channel and S.J. Brower with 50 points each, and then Lynn's Knight, 48 points, K.A. Bang, 47 points in 7th place, and then we have a group of 3 in 8th place. Smalls, Matt and Chippewa are our collectibles, round out our top 10. So, things are getting interesting. Every week, the correct choices will bring you more points. So we'll see, but it all comes down to your champion. If you pick the right champion, that's 36 points, and that might win the whole thing. So keep voting. Thank you guys so much for supporting this. I hope you've had fun with it. I mean, we've almost tripled the amount of people that are viewing these brackets and matchups every week. So it's gaining momentum. It's been so fun for us. We hope you're loving it too. That's your week 2 recap. We'll see what happens this week. Voting comes back again on Monday. Enjoy your weekend, and then let's bring back the madness next week. And hopefully Ashley comes back too. But that's it for this week. We will see you guys next time. TTFN.